Hello, hey there, it's a Thursday and it's the Raise Life time, 8 p.m. right on your watch, and it's the Father time by the fire. I'm so excited that the Papa is already in the house, ready to receive our questions and ready to share with us his time as a father, and hope that father figure in your life is going to be occupied. Please feel free to share that link, hit it, that one that is passing via someone's status. Share it on your status as well. Buy some data for someone and be a blessing for someone. You can be a blessing as you're blessed at the same time. And we are going to have fun having the father figure in our lives. And the next moment is going to be a fun one, a fine one, and a final one. Watch with us. Don't log out before you watch. Stay tuned. Father time by the fire.
Yeah, so things can be revealed, but sometimes we don't pay attention. Sometimes we are way off, not paying attention to the spiritual stuff. That's how sometimes we can end up missing some things. Yeah, that's why sometimes we fast and pray. Yeah, breaking down the body, opening more the spirit. Yeah.
Okay, so Papa, I have this question that is running in my mind about how, your dream place, one of your dream places was Lugoa, and that's where you live currently. So, how long did it take you to have your dream come true of having your house built in Lugoa, and what did it take for you? What are some of the tough decisions that you had to make to stay in a place like Lugoa?
You know, we talked about decision. Sophie was asking about making decisions. Yeah, making decisions is very important in our lives, because sometimes you can come to a point you're making a decision, but then fear and the unknown comes in, and you say, what? I'm comfortable here and I'm not moving. And sometimes it's that time for you to move on and stuff. So, talking about it was a dream, it was a dream a long time ago, before I even left Uganda. Then I left Uganda. Then I left Uganda, I was living in Canada and the States for some time. But then I came to a point to make a decision on coming back, which wasn't easy. Not because even other people, friends who knew me, they thought it was the wrong decision of making. But if you ask me, one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life, that was that decision. Didn't look good at that time, but it was the best decision. So that's the decision which led to this.
Wow.
Yeah. Understand?
But was Lugoa branded back in time the way it is now?
Yeah, it's been, Lugoa has been always like Lugoa.
Place
even
for the
before.
rich.
Yeah, you got to understand that even the king today, king of Uganda today, for his kindergarten, he came to Lugoa. His teacher was here in Lugoa.
Wow.
So Lugoa has been always prestige, known for
the rich.
Yeah, for the prestige people. Yeah, it's not just today. Yeah.
But his value has grown.
Yeah, his value has grown, of course, more and stuff. But the name has been, even the history of Buganda. There's a war which went on right here in Lugoa. And thousands were killed right here at Naziba, that hill. Yeah, there was a war, but not the kind of war with the guns, because that was before guns. There was spears and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. So there was a lot of bloodshed right here.
What was the cause?
The cause, it was, I think it was the kingdom being attacked. Maybe there was some people who were want to started waging war from here, something like that. Yeah, but I'll search more about it. But I know it was here in Lugoa, Naziba.
Oh, wow.
You're talking about just like that, like with the history and stuff, and how this area has history. But like now you have your place and stuff. But you're telling me some time back the importance of a fireplace in a house, like culturally.
Yeah.
So can you explain like the significance of a fireplace? And having a fireplace.
Yeah. In the culture here, that's like one of the most important things to have at home, because with history and culture here, that's like people used to sit around fire and tell stories. There's a lot of like funny, sweet stories people used to tell, like the stories of Wakaima and stuff. Those funny stories, all those like songs, all those were told around the fire and stuff. And it's a special place to sit around and talk. So,
This is one of the things I want to have in my house, like the fireplace.
and the
It's
house,
like,
yeah.
But for me, the ones that I love mostly are those ones that are found inside the house.
Oh.
Yeah, because I haven't seen them here in Uganda before.
Yeah.
I've always watched them on movies.
Yeah.
Someone has it in
Yeah.
his or her kitchen. Yeah, so it really looks good inside there.
It's really beautiful in winter time. Yeah, when you have that fireplace in the house, And even now they make even the fake ones, the fake frames.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? Even the fake frames can give you that feel.
like you have a
Yeah,
fireplace.
like a warmth.
with
Yeah,
a-
because just looking at fake frames,
And it's like I watched them. I didn't know that there are some places in the States where they don't have like a fireplace in their house until I watched a movie, and a kid was saying growing up their dream was to have a house where they have like a fireplace.
So you thought that every house?
I thought that every house in the States has a fireplace.
No, they don't. Even apartments can't have it and stuff. Not every home. Hey, there's also poor people in America. A lot of them.
People are surprised.
Yeah.
But like even like
Actually,
in the South they can't have fireplaces and stuff because it's already hot there all the time.
Yeah.
You just
Even when they're in the winter, it's hot.
it's not like hot, but it's too warm to have a fireplace because they already have like air conditioning and stuff. So maybe too much.
Okay, for me, like you've mentioned, America also having poor people. For me, in my growing up, I thought that reaching in America, there is nothing like poverty there. You go, find everything done, find everything on a silver plate, and until I began asking my friends, and also my friends were telling me that America isn't good as you think. It's not as that is as you think. I thought that maybe you go, jobs are there in plenty, money everywhere, but there are also people that are struggling. Okay, so you've been to many nations. How many languages can you speak?
Well, how many can I speak? I understand I can of course speak some Swahili.
Swahili.
I speak Luganda. I speak English. I can understand like others in a bit. Not speaking so much.
But how many can you have like conversation in? Just
Maybe five.
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 Five are that's a lot.
A lot.
For a
How
conversation.
do you speak Luganda, Swahili, English?
To have a conversation.
Yeah, I can speak some little Lusoga.
Okay, but Lusoga is easy to understand.
No, that's another language.
Yeah, it's another
To
language,
speak it?
but it's Luganda that is twisted the other way around.
I can
Okay.
I
How
can
you-
speak
how-
3 and I can only write 1. I
You can
speak
fluently.
Luganda, yes, Luganda, English, Lunyankole, and I can only write English.
Okay.
For me, I can speak fluently. There is Chinyarwanda, Luganda, English, Chinyankole, not Swahili, then and also
Swahili I
Ruchiga.
can get it when someone is speaking.
Then Lusoga I can get it when someone is speaking. Some few words in Swahili, but Swahili is like it sounds interesting when someone is speaking it, but sometimes it's hard to speak.
Apart from English, what else?
Not just the one. I'm just there with the one.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That you speak like Spanish.
No.
But Azaria,
But
it's
you,
weird.
you speak some Luganda. So
Yeah, I can't.
said
I
that
can't
one.
speak. I don't speak fluent.
too. Yeah.
You speak
But you can
English
hear
and
and say
Luganda.
some.
Azaria, can you speak anything in Uganda?
See, of
Yeah,
course.
some
A lot.
you haven't heard. Just some basic stuff. But
Great us here in
not,
Uganda.
He does that.
you haven't heard me speak
No,
before.
not really, I haven't
No,
had it.
I can say some basic.
He sings
basic
a lot
stuff.
of songs
Hey,
and stuff.
Oh, you know that remind. Yeah, when you said that, it reminded you know how you would sing some songs in Uganda to me when like I would be in the States for some time and then you'd be here, because you have to like take care of some stuff here and whatever. But then when you would come back, then you would always like sing, like when I was going to bed and stuff, you would like sing some different songs in Uganda and stuff, and stuff like that.
But you have reminded me something. The first
And
time
songs like see.
Yeah.
but Azaria, can you sing that?
And then there was one like Zakayo Muboza.
Yesu akuita kama anakato lika tulirire.
Yeah.
wow.
It's
So that was the major hits in your day.
No, those are like nursery like rhymes
Rhymes, yeah.
and stuff. Those have been here for ages.
But you used to sing me those when I was really little a lot. Yeah.
But I remember my first time of having like a bedtime story is when I was young and I'd come for a visit at your place. And you had to tell us a story in Luganda plus Aviana. I don't think by then she'd pick some stuff in Luganda, but then I was so surprised that like the bedtime story was in Luganda. And actually, that was the first time I've ever had a bedtime story. The first and last time.
The first?
It was the first and last time. And I
Actually,
think I was around 15,
That was
16. I think it was around 2016.
It was me who did it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'd come for a visit, then I slept over. Then you had to tell us a bedtime story with Aviana, and it was in Uganda.
That was here?
Yes, that was here.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the first time I had a bedtime story,
and
and
the
I think it
after we
was the
had
last
Christmas,
time. Yeah. And it was,
the whole family. But for me, I've never had any bedtime story. Going to sleep and someone comes, tells you a story. Actually, that is something that is even going to look weird.
But that's that's the thing I was talking about. That like bedtime stories. It's not something which has to be fancy. Like the songs you've been singing here, or the stories. For us, those stories were being told to us. Like koi, watu kangambala vila, la 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 la. Yeah, those are.
that was the version of the bedtime story.
Those are the version
Wow.
of the bedtime stories.
Wow.
But for us, those ones, we could have them when we are seated on fireplaces.
Nenga abakulu babanyumiza.
Yeah, and we are always far.
I remember Tom
Era bw'ovaawo ogenda kwebaka weebaza twabawe awo nnyinza n'okwebakirawo omuzaddewo n'omutaako omutwe neyeebaka mutwale yeebake.
What I mean, being in bed, a mom or a papa comes.
Ng'ani ayina eyo tayimu wano bikyuseemu bukyusi kati bali baba bakwoyekwoye balina obafumbira ate yalidde ate situka akola ki.
For us, we
naye
have
kati gwe olina okusomera abaana bo bedtime story.
Yeah, nja basomera.
Totekamu feeling ate nze tebabinsomera mwagala nnyo okwekwasa.
Nyina obbasomera baali.
Nze ani yabinsomera ebyo tobimbuulira
Nja basomera ne
mugenda
nosima.
musungu w'abantu. Ozadde abaana bo tebabimanya ate goleeta feelings za feelings otekamu feeling twabifuna.
Ale kyona nja basomera ne nosima. Basomera. By the way, how do you come to love nature? I see plants all over your small.
Attacking me.
Nice
Goes
flowers,
outside.
so nice.
I think that's the best.
It occupies something like 70%.
I think that's the best thing. Nature. I think that nothing can beat that. Yeah, because the reason, like, one of the amazing creation is that how God like created plants and stuff and the beauty they give. There's no, it's priceless. You just plant it, you watch it, and it looks beautiful. What was I looking at today? About creation. I was looking at, but for me it's just amazing.
like, is it something you've grown up like you've grown up with, like loving plants and everything since childhood?
Yeah, since childhood, and you got to understand that places, even like places like inner cities, like you see places Katwe, Kibuye and stuff, even those places, they are not like, they didn't have that many people, so there was always space for greens and stuff at that time,
And
flowers around at that time. Naye kati akavuyo kaasukka kitegeera abayingidde ekibuga bangi
bonona
abalinyirira abakola batya it's chaotic. You guys have grown up in a really chaotic society. Sadame twadde organized bulungi. Abadongodongo bangi, ebibozibozi bingi, okwefumbafumba akasi naye nga Mukama ye mulungi. Mukama mulungi nti mmwe abayise nga mukyali bato. That's the beauty that you guys got to know about the Lord at the young age. You won't be deceived about things, but a lot of people get deceived when they are young and they grow up with envy, jealous, witchcraft, all that mess and stuff.
hatred.
Mwino kibaliza Katonda because you have not been around that mess. Though even if you happen to be around that and you get to know Christ and stuff, you are born again, you're a new creature. And stuff
All that's gone and the new has come.
You can receive the change. But it's better if you receive the change before getting messed up like that. So.
And also being a Christian saves you from a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because you look at kids messing up and you're like, thank God I jumped out of that before I'd get into it.
And it's also very, very important for a young person, like, to always be able to discern in the spirit, even other people, because like I can come say I'm a Christian but it's still up. You got to be able to discern the spirit behind the person you are getting attached to, working with, hanging with, because you can go in all the way in thinking that this is like Christians, believers, but you got to kema ng'emyoyo Bible number kema discerning the spirits of people, because somebody can come and pretend to be what they are not. So if you don't discern the spirit behind them, means ogwa mu buzibu. So also you need that protection and stuff.
I have a question for you related to that. So when it comes to dealing with people and stuff like that, you help a lot of different people, a lot of different types of people, from different backgrounds and stuff. So how do you help people while also being open and honest and stuff, but still having boundaries where maybe somebody, I don't know, they come across as kind and stuff, but you can tell that there's something behind them that like wants to destroy you or something even, but you still want to help them.
Yeah.
So how do you do that while maintaining boundaries?
Well, what you say, like, you know, boundaries are very important. But the Bible talks about love. You know, like without love, then even like when you're talking about God, you're just lying to yourself, because God is love himself. But we don't have to mistaken love with boundaries and limits around us and trust. So it has to be done in like gradually, like you know, you don't just go all the way in, get excited, you know. So you always have to be in control of your excitement. Sometimes you get excited about people, but you got to pay attention. That's very important, very important. And also keep it in your head that it has to be gradual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when you said that, it like made me think about like how Jesus behaved with the disciples in the Bible. Because the disciples, they weren't perfect, and they had, like, you can clearly tell that they had their mistakes and stuff. But there was times where he didn't like invest in people, maybe them or other people as well. But then he'd say like, "You guys wait here. I need to like go on my own and like replenish myself." You know. And then he'd rebuild himself. And then but he'd say like, "Stay here." Like leave me.
Boundaries.
And then I'll come back to you.
Because he knows that maybe what he's going to like be involved in, they can't handle. Because he knows their weaknesses and stuff. You know, that's really good. Yeah, stay right there. You know, wait right here. I'll be back.
That's educative.
Yeah. So that's really beautiful. You know, and we hope you guys have enjoyed our stories, Fireplace stories,
bedtime stories.
We love you.
We love you.
God bless you.
Welcome back from the second edition of the Father Time by the Fire. I loved the bedtime stories. Well, I didn't get that chance to have them, but I've gotten to know that as a must, I must read them for my kids so that they enjoy and they have that moment with me as their dad. I've also learned that growing up from a chaotic generation doesn't call me for being chaotic as well, but I have to be someone who is a discerning person, discerning in spirits and discerning even in the friends that I have. So hope you've also learned as well. Feel free to share in your questions and we shall have them read here on the platform next week, and your question will be read and answered at the same time. We love you so much. It's Father Time by the Fire every Thursday at 8 p.m. the Raise Life Time. We love you.